Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right into this. We have known this next guest for a little while now, and all I can really say about them is that as an organization, they are absolutely amazing. As a cosplay company that puts in cosplay that they put on cosplay contests and help with those kind of things. They are absolutely amazing. And breaking it down to Michelle herself, she is absolutely amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show Michelle Allred of TumeRoom.
Thank you. Thank you. Super happy to be here. Thank you. I feel like I have a lot to live up to now with that intro.
We would hope so. We would hope that there's a lot of love obviously here. So
Yes.
especially with the interactions that we have with you guys on a regular basis, guys. If you're not familiar with TumeRoom, you are about to get familiarized right now. We have spent time with TumeRoom over the last year specifically, and I mean more time because before that, but this year in particular, they took over and ran all of the cosplay stuff over at all the Colossus Girl shows. So we have been able to work closely with you guys, and it's been great.
Yeah, 6 shows this year. So it was a great year. We saw quite a bit of you. But yeah, I'd love to dive into any and all of that more. Where should I begin?
Absolutely. Well, before we jump into all of that, I'm going to ask you a question that you've probably heard a million times at this point, but now it's being asked to you, right? We have a segment on the show called Growing Up Geeky. What did you geek out on when you were a kid?
Oh man, Pokemon cards. I think that was my main one. We did not have cable when I was little, so Pokemon was one of those great Saturday morning cartoons that I always got to watch. So I loved Pokemon. And then as soon as I found out that there was a card game associated with that, and that it was you have to collect all the cards just like you have to collect all the Pokemon, I was like, yes, this is amazing. Sign me up. And so I would get those binders with all the card protector sheets, and I would fill them out, and my dad would take me to the store and we'd buy all the decks, and I'd go through and organize them, and it was just great.
Gotta catch them all.
Yes.
I swear I was just too old of a man for Pokemon when it came out. But even though I don't think I was, though. I don't think I was. I was pretty sure I was close to the right age for it. But
You definitely were around the same age because you're not that much older than me, dude.
Yeah.
And there's no age limit to Pokemon. You still love Pokemon. Come on.
That's right.
I mean, it's amazing. There's a lot of used video game stores and collectible stores by me that they, the lines for the Pokemon drops are insane right now.
I believe that. So are you telling me that you've never played any of the Pokemon video games or watched the show or owned a single card?
Correct.
Oh my God. I'm legitimately shocked.
As big of a gamer as you are, you've never played any of the games.
I played Pokemon Stadium on the Nintendo 64, and I played Pokken Tournament on the Switch, and that's it. I've never played a true Pokemon RPG game.
Oh, dude, you gotta at least play Red and Blue, especially with all the emulators that you have.
Trust me, I have them. Except when I'm doing the retro gaming for the history of Smash Brothers, it's my other person that's playing the Pokemon games instead. Because I'm still refusing to play them. I'm just an old man at this point in time, so I'll just stick with that.
I'm telling you, you're gonna play a Pokemon game one day, and you're gonna regret that you didn't play it soon.
Yes. So if I asked you which starter would you choose, would that even mean anything to you?
Yes, that would mean something to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I know enough about Pokemon, but I watch a lot of streamers that when they're playing, they do the Iron Pokemon Challenge, where they have to pick whatever random Pokemon, and that's what they have to get through. But they always play guess that Pokemon is a shadow and it's
Yeah.
Pokemon. I'm just going, you can show me the real one. I wouldn't know what it is.
Does God know about this blasphemy that you don't play Pokemon?
Yeah. I mean, he does know, yes. He says it's okay to be wrong.
100% okay to be wrong.
Tisk tisk.
Yeah, I just play my RPGs are weird, like Earthbound and Secret of Man and stuff like that instead. So
Ooh, okay. So then I have another follow-up question for you. Would you rather play a Pokemon game or only get to use the s'mores dubby from now on?
oh man, I mean, I deeply hate chocolate. Like it makes me sick. That's how much I hate it. I guess I'd play a Pokemon game.
That's all I need to hear.
So the funny story is with two of my kids' names, people think I'm a huge Pokemon fan because my son's name is Ash and my daughter's name is Eevee, and they're not Pokemon related at all.
That's what you think.
Oh, it's EVIE. There's no extra E there.
Ash is because he's a massive Evil Dead nerd.
Mm-hmm. And Evie is because that's short for Evelyn. Rachel Weisz's character from The Mummy.
I love that.
So James says, when this turns into a graveyard interview, shut up, James. I don't see you on here, James. So yeah, Pokemon and stuff. So you went through and played all the games then growing up as well?
No, I didn't actually. So I didn't start. I played the card game, but I didn't start playing any of the video games until Scarlet Violet. No, Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield was the first
that's
one.
more recent.
Yep. Yeah.
That's a lot more recent. Like that's
isn't that Nintendo Switch era?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So like 7.5, 8 years ago.
Yeah. I think a little more recent than that, like 6, maybe. I don't know. Time flies. It's hard to keep track.
Well, do you have them all? I guess is the question.
No.
Oh.
In my heart. Oh, and then I also play Pokemon Go, if that counts. It's a little different.
It counts.
Hey, we all like walking in the traffic, okay?
I don't need Pokemon Go to do that, but thank you.
Oh, man. So we also have a segment. If someone was to play you in a movie, who would play you and what genre would it be?
Oh my gosh. I have no idea. I was not prepared for this.
Well, obviously it would be anime.
Oh, I don't know. Would it though? I like to think maybe a rom-com. I'm going with rom-com.
Okay.
Let's make it cute in here. And oh gosh, I don't know. I would love to see Amy Poehler play me. That would be fabulous.
Okay.
That's my final answer. I'm sticking with that.
I can see that just because your answer was very Amy Poehler.
Aspirations met. Love it.
That's awesome, though. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever had anyone answer with a rom-com.
We have.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go. Unique.
I was almost the first.
I guess I must not remember it, Phil. It's okay. I'm old, remember?
No. I'm saying I think she is the first person to answer with for a rom-com.
So would it be trying to get the guy over the radio like Sleepless in Seattle?
No.
She would be the opposite, and she'd be the one with the boombox.
Or maybe some fun version of 50 First Dates. I don't know. I love that one.
50 First Dates wasn't fun?
It was super fun.
It's some fun version. I was like, that implies that it wasn't fun.
She's making the sequel 50 Second Dates.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like everybody would watch it.
That would basically be somehow short-term memory remembers the first date.
Yes, but I like to think that coffee would be in there.
Oh no! You just have really bad food the first night, and the second night is just the aftermath of the dinner that give you food poisoning.
This does not sound rom-com-y. This sounds like it's going a different direction.
It's definitely in the calm area here.
It sounds like what Adam Sandler would do for the sequel to 50 First Dates. Let's face it.
Okay, I can't deny that. That's a fair point.
Exactly. So, how did you go from collecting Pokemon to getting into cosplay? Was that something that you just also was interested growing up?
Yeah, so I was always into, like, Halloween was my favorite. And I'm not gonna lie, a good portion of that was because of the candy. I was sugarholic when I was a child.
Was or still are?
Still a little bit, but not as much. Not as much. But I loved costumes. Like, it was all about the costume for me when it came to Halloween. And I grew up in an area where it would snow on Halloween a decent portion of the time. And so, of course, my parents were like, you need to wear a coat. You need to wear some boots. You need to wear not tights under your butterfly costume. And I would get so mad because I was like, no, I need people to see my costume. It's the best thing. And
you don't understand me, Mom. You're ruining Saturday.
They're ruining my life. But yeah, so it was wonderful. And I always grew up just loving costumes and Halloween. And then, like, my family did not go to conventions, so I didn't really know about conventions as a whole until I was later in my teens. And then I found out about them, and I was like, wait, what? Like, people just, like, dress up in costumes whenever during the year, and they go have fun? I was like, that's amazing. And then
all the time.
Right? Right? And at that point, I could buy my own candy, so I could just make it happen.
And go hang out and build costumes.
Yes. And then it was around a similar time that I started learning about cosplayers on social media and, like, people who just built all of their costumes themselves. And I've always been very into, like, arts and crafts and building things with my hands. And so I was like, yes, I would love to make all these wonderful costumes and play all these wonderful nerdy characters that I've loved since childhood. And it just blossomed from there.
That's awesome, James. Like, where did you grow up without cable and snowy Halloween? I grew up with cable and there's snowy Halloween where I'm at too, James. It's just
Idaho.
Well, it pretty much outside of California, James. It snows a lot. Try like 60% of the rest of the country.
It also depends on what part of California you're in.
Not James's part.
I mean, we're in Sacramento. It doesn't snow here, but like 30 minutes up north, it does snow. So,
yeah, but I definitely get your feeling because I have 3 kids. They love costumes. They love all that stuff. And, you know, when I was growing up, you just went out for hours at a time. And kids like, it's cold. I'm like, well, okay. And then like, don't want to be bound up. Go show your costume. You don't have to go everywhere with it, but at least do some of the trick or treating with the full costume.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I didn't grow up with cosplaying. I just didn't know about it. My parents didn't even let me know there's arcades inside shopping malls. So, I was very sheltered from my parents for growing up, but
hence why he became the biggest horror nerd in existence.
I love it.
I have 3 kids, Ash, Eevee, and baby Pikachu. Sure. Now, if you happen to say that there's a Mia in Pokemon, then I can't deny it. But
there might be at this point. I mean, I can't keep track of all the gym trainers' names anymore. There's too many.
730,000 Pokemon now. So I mean, like, you know,
oh gosh. Yeah.
Well, they make it really hard to collect them all.
They do. How dare they?
Every time a new region comes out, there's like 1,000 new Pokemon that come out. So it's like, yay! I get to learn 1,000 new names.
I can't wait to. I'm still trying to collect Shoe.
Oh my god, that's best South Park episode ever.
Shoe?
So when the Pokemon craze was like going nuts, South Park did an episode where they were parodying Pokemon.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were called Chin Pokemon. Right? And one of the Chin Pokemon was Shoe.
Just a shoe.
And it was just a shoe with the face.
At least it had a face. Okay. There we go. That's all it needs.
Yeah. Yeah. So what was kind of after you get into it, you started then diving into and building everything and start going to these cons then. So kind of like what was your first big breakout cosplay that you did?
Oh, see, that's interesting because the first cosplay that I actually started working on, I have yet to complete. And so it was supposed to be a humanized version of the Light Fury dragon from How to Train Your Dragon. And so I built a dress out of scale mail, so like aluminum dragon scales on the top of chainmail.
Yeah.
I built shoulders for it. I was in the process of building out the tail. I'm going to make like big articulated wings for it. But I put it down and picked up another cosplay, and I have yet to return to it and finish it.
Yes, the story of every cosplayer.
Yeah, I'm not alone. Every cosplayer has unfinished cosplays in their closet, I guarantee you.
It's like, I'm going to do this cosplay, and then 30 other cosplays later, still haven't finished this one.
Yeah. And I think part of the problem for me was after I made the dress and I tried it on, chainmail is very heavy, y'all. Like, it was super heavy. And I was like, I may have to make some modifications here for this to like be wearable for more than a short period of time. And then I just never came back to it.
Well, I think that happens to a lot of creatives. It's always that first thing, that first idea that you do that you always want to go back to. That, I now make indie horror films, stuff like that. But there's a screenplay that I've had for, at this point, 20 years that I just never did anything with yet. I've made other stuff since then, but not that.
So in reality, do you think you will get back to it, or is it?
No.
Okay.
I need a lot of funds for that movie to happen.
Gotcha. Well, never say never. Maybe.
Yeah, but as James pointed out, you're always in progress, right, with your cosplay. Do you ever find yourself like having to step away and say, "Okay, I'm done. This is the final touch on it"?
Oh yeah, and thankfully, conventions are a great kick in the pants for that because they're like, well, the convention's happening this day, so you're done, whether like regardless of anything else, unless you're saving it to do for another convention or just sometime down the line. But if you're building it specifically for a convention, then the day comes and you wear it, and a lot of the times it's like okay, well, this is pretty much done. Like, there are things I could go back and change, but it probably doesn't need it.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Like I said, with editing stuff, like you always want to keep tweaking, and then eventually you end up with, the special editions of Star Wars. You keep tweaking your movies too much.
Yes, and I think another part of the challenge is that as you're building the cosplay, like they take a long time to make typically. And so by the time you reach the end, like 5 different ways to do it better. And you're like, dang it. But you don't like want to remake it. But it's still tempting.
Yeah. Grave, you hurt my soul with that one.
How so?
Just giving up on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the con crunch deadline. But I mean, I assume you continue to work on it even after the convention too, though, right?
Yes, I am a firm believer personally that the cosplays you build can be worn to many cons. It's not a one and done. And you can also wear it for photo shoots. You can wear it for fun. You can wear it for Halloween if you feel so inclined. And
Literally,
so I
dress as Deadpool everywhere I go.
yes, yes, and I have seen it multiple times now.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Now, have you found that, like, with the advent of 3D printers becoming more readily available, that cosplaying has just drastically changed with them?
I don't think it's necessarily 3D printing in and of itself. I think it did change the game to some extent, and but I think there's still a high learning barrier to 3D printing because they're not always just pull it out of a box and push a button. There's a lot more to 3D printing than that. And even just getting the printer to work can be a significant challenge and hurdle for people, myself included. But then after you get the thing to print and it actually prints how it's supposed to, you don't end up with a giant puddle of spaghetti. There's a lot of finishing that has to go into it for it to look clean on the end. And so there's still a ton of work that has to go into 3D printed cosplays. And so there's still room for all of the other methods. Like me personally, I love foam smithing. That is kind of my niche area. But I'm returning to my overall point of I feel like just in general, the hunger for cosplay and the market surrounding it has really boomed. And just in general, tools and supplies and materials have become so much more readily available and much more cost friendly for a significant portion of it. And so that as a whole has really affected the cosplay game.
Right. Yeah, I can see that. Just it's amazing what you're able to do. But yeah, I mean, you said you print it out, you still have to sand it, you still have to paint it, potentially, you still have to build it because it's not everything's going to be one giant piece that comes out of your printer.
Oh yeah. Yes, and there's like numerous inside jokes in the cosplay community about like sanding being like the most hated part because it takes so long and will always get so dirty.
Oh yeah, yeah. But you kind of going into the TumeRoom and everything like that. So what kind of drew you into the community side of the cosplay world?
Yeah, so my love for cosplay was the start of it, of course. Like my day job is software engineer. And so combining that and TumeRoom, when my business partner and I were tossing around the idea of how can we use our skills to give back and support this community that we love so much and is so supportive of one another. And we're like, well, let's build TumeRoom. Like we want to build a marketplace. Like that was our original idea, was to build a marketplace similar to the big marketplaces out there, but specifically for the cosplay and like crafter niche. And so like the overall vision was think about like a convention and the vendor floor. Anything that you would see on that vendor floor could be sold on the TumeRoom marketplace.
Nice.
And we have large visions of where TumeRoom can go beyond that because we want it to be so much more. That is where it started. We wanted to give makers a space specifically for them to be able to sell what they make if they so want to.
Yeah, and I think that's great because and that's what I really like about cosplaying is it doesn't matter the level of your cosplay if you're not like the advanced. It's from what I've seen at cons, it's just a fun community that everyone can be proud of. There's always stuff going back and forth of how'd you do this, how'd you do this, just like the community is really there, which I said, it doesn't matter the type of con, as long as there's cosplay allowed, they're there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like I said, just the horror cons I go to, it's just astounding the level of detail and the work that people go into it, and it's great. It's great. You're wearing your art.
Yeah, and it's go anywhere from like DIY costumes, kind of how my Deadpool one is, to like full on movie comic book accurate costumes, things that are like just insane to see in real life, and it's like, oh my god, this just makes me believe that this could be a movie.
Yes, it is insane the level of talent that is out there. And regardless of how the overall cosplay ends up, like just seeing the passion that people have wearing them, it's the best part, hands down.
Well, and I love cosplayers, especially with the indie movies that I make, because we don't have costumers, but someone that's a cosplayer that's in the chat here, they make stuff for us. They're making animal parts, they're doing all this stuff just because that skill is a skill I will never have. I fully know that, despite knowing actually how to sew, because my mom sewed and all that stuff. But it's just I can never do it. I can have a vision, but working with people like yourself, it's a game changer for indie films.
Yeah. Yeah, and cosplayers are so multi-talented too with like what they can create. So understood.
Yes, Sandra, it is you. So you could say it's us. It's very true.
Remember, be a maker, not a hater.
Love it.
So I mean, yeah, it's amazing work that you guys are doing. That's, I was browsing your site, and it's just a great marketplace because not everyone wants to go to, let's say, Etsy and buy that thing for $500. That's some things I'm looking at.
I mean, like,
you get it, maybe you don't.
You might want to.
Yeah, prices can be expensive, but I mean, when it comes to cosplay, the prices are usually going to be fairly expensive because so much time and material goes into them. So
it's just crazy how, like, I look into some of the cosplay, especially like things that I want to do, and then I look at like cosplayers and I'm like, how do you afford this?
Yep. And that's why a lot of cosplayers make it themselves.
Necessity.
Like the materials aren't necessarily cheap either, but the time and labor cost is usually what makes the cosplay really expensive.
Well, I know that, like, my mom sewing her entire life and making she used to make costumes for my kids and us growing up, and like in our area, I don't know what your guys, like Joann Fabrics, gone.
Yep.
And it's that marketplace has now moved to the big box Amazon stuff. I don't think you could ever necessarily find something that you're trying to look for a fabric just by a picture. It's never the right color, it seems like.
Yeah, no, it is so hard. Like if you can't see the fabrics in person, but luckily a lot of fabric stores have swatches. So that is the route I usually go, is order like 10 swatches that might be the right color or texture that you need. And then hang on to those swatches because they might come in handy for future cosplays.
Yeah, we had that problem. We were doing a found footage werewolf movie a couple months ago, and the person that made the costume for us had pieces missing of the fur, and we're going, we have to match this fur. I don't know if we're able to do this. We tried, really tried. We came close, but it's dark in the movie, so we really couldn't tell. But this is why I like to work with cosplayers. You can buy as much stuff from them as you need to. You have a Spirit Halloween in your former Joann building. That's gotta hurt.
Spirit Halloween in the former. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, we lost our last Joann's not long ago, and how does Spirit Halloween?
Oh man. I mean, I think part of it, you can correct me if wrong, but I know some people I've seen, especially with horror stuff, they go to the Spirit Halloween and get that as a start to a lot of their stuff.
Yeah, I was actually, I saw a creator the other day, and I'm blanking on their name right now, but they, Spirit Halloween recently started doing fursuit heads. And so they bought 2 of those and like not completely redid them. They used it as a base, but they upscaled them significantly. And it's really cool to see that transformation of what they can make with those.
Yeah, it's like I said, I have the Hasbro Ghostbusters Proton Pack, and I'm like, so I go the Spirit Halloween route and get that for the jumpsuit. But I actually went with a cosplayer who made me a custom jumpsuit with Graveyard as my name tag.
Oh, that's amazing! Oh my goodness, I love that.
But yeah, that as far as I've gotten into it, I modded the HasLab pack to with like real wiring, real pieces of metal, real studs and screws. so that's as far as I've gotten into it, which is still a lot for me. But
that's amazing! Yay!
But
maybe you'll just keep dabbling.
I plan on it. I have speakers. There's more I want to do to it, but it's just not enough time. But you're building techniques, and you're starting off, and you show it in TumeRoom how to start from beginner to advanced. How long did it take you kind of to hone your skills over the years?
Well, depends on the skills. Some of them I'm still very unproficient in. And then some I feel like I have really excelled in them. Like foam smithing, I feel very comfortable in that world now. Sewing is still kind of black magic to me in some regards. I don't understand how all of that works still. Wig making is one where I feel like I'm kind of at the midway point. I feel like I can style some pretty cool, crazy wigs, but there's still so much, and wigs are just so unruly. And I think anybody who has worked with them understands that. And then I haven't dabbled with 3D printing yet, so still tons to learn there. So just kind of all over the map, depending on the skill. But continue to grow, continue to learn, and it's always amazing.
Yeah, and I think with what you're doing, you're able to build that community for people that don't necessarily have, they're missing a certain set of skills. They're able to go, hey, work with this person, and that community. You're just making cosplaying more convenient for people, and you're building that community so everyone's not just in their garages doing it themselves. They're able to share what they learn and what they create.
Yes, and actually as of next year, we are going to be releasing kind of educational content centered around building cosplay as well. So one of the next steps for TumeRoom.
I love seeing you guys expand and continue to grow your brand. It's so nice.
Yeah, we have a lot of big ideas, so there'll be more coming down the line. But we really wanted to go the direction of educational content next, and trying to make things more accessible and more easy to learn for people who are getting into it, but also people who have been in it for a while but want to learn more.
Yeah, and I think that's great. Not that I look at the videos, but like my buddy's, he is huge into collecting miniatures and painting miniatures, and there's an entire YouTube channel, an own streaming channel just for painting miniatures, especially Warhammer 40K.
Yes, that's a big one. Yeah.
And it's, it'd be great to be able to look it up and how other people do it, just to get some ideas and learn that techniques, because it is an art form that you have to be able to do. It's really interesting to see that.
Yes. Yeah. Warhammer and D&D figurine painting are massive, and I have seen so many. And just like the painting skills and doing it on such a small scale is like, what?
Yeah. I mean, I think that would also grow into a cosplay thing. That if you're able to figure out how to match it small scale, you'd be able to blow it up too. And
yeah, learning just like the fundamentals of color theory and how to layer paints to get the effects you want. It's applicable to many things.
Oh, for sure. And you go back to the TumeRoom, you talk about education middles. You have a partner that's involved with this too, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay. And helping with like production, or just helping just grow as a whole?
Pretty much everything. Yeah. We both wear a lot of hats, and he helps out with a ton.
Now, was he in cosplaying before hooking up with him to do TumeRoom?
So he didn't start doing cosplay until after we had met, but now he has worn multiple cosplays, so he is fully embedded into it as well.
You converted him.
That's right.
That's awesome. And Jane wants to know what's your favorite foam piece that you've done, and do you have it where we can see it?
I do actually. It is right right behind me. It is hard to point when you're on a screen. But that build behind me is fully made out of EVA foam. And to this day, it is still my build that I'm the most proud of. And I absolutely adore it. That's why it's on a mannequin and not shoved in a box.
Yeah. I mean, how much does that weigh? I don't know much about the foam pieces of these things.
Not a lot, actually. EVA foam is one of the lightest ways you can go for building cosplays. And so it's all the pieces are pretty light. The heaviest pieces actually, and you can't see them very well. But on the helmet, there is a plume because that particular costume is based off of a ponita. And so it's horse-esque. But so there's a plume on the back and then there's a tail. And they all have a lot of hair on them. And so that's what actually weighs the most on that costume is the hair, not the foam, the armor.
Okay. I just wondered, I have a lot of prop weapons for the movies that I do. They're foam as well, so they might be the same material.
Nice. Yeah, very likely.
Yeah.
EVA foam is crazy with the things that you can make with it, because it goes from like, oh hey, you can make a sword or something like that to like full on plate armor, depending on the paint, looking like plate armor.
Yeah, no, it is crazy the different finishes and techniques and shapes you can craft. And I do have a foam prop next to me as well. Let's see if I can get it on screen. But I made scissor swords.
Oh, wow.
And this is all foam as well.
That's amazing. Now, did that come from one piece?
No. So there's a lot of layers that got stacked on top of each other and glued together, and then sanded and sanded and sanded until I lost my sanity, and then sanded some more, and then painted.
Okay. I just don't know how big a box you can get of the foam.
So, for EVA foam, the thickest ones that are purchasable in my area are 10 millimeters, which is about that thick-ish. And there's some other foam options out there that are thicker, like especially if you start going into furniture foam, but that gives a very different finish. So, but yeah, 10 millimeters. So you just get a lot of those, glue them together, and then you get as thick as you need.
Yeah. So how did you go from con to even putting on cosplays? Was that just part of the TumeRoom experience, and just with the growing of the brand?
So I actually started building cosplays before TumeRoom existed. And then, of course, I have continued to build after. Like that scissor sword, actually, for TumeRoom, we have 10 different characters that are our TumeRoom characters. And all of them, in some way, have a crafting tool or material embedded into their design. And so one of them is a warrior elf, and she has swords that are scissors. Okay. And so I'm actually building a TumeRoom cosplay as my next cosplay. And so it's just cosplays everywhere, before, after, during, for TumeRoom.
But how'd you get onto putting on cosplay events then?
Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay, so...
I was wondering where you were going.
My bad. So not this year, but the year prior, we sponsored a cosplay contest at Gem State Comic-Con. Because we love cosplay. We're like, what can we help with? We want to help support it in our community. And that was super fun. And so this year we joined them for all of their conventions and helped not only sponsor the cosplay contest, but we helped run them as well, because it was the next step of how we could contribute more and help more there, as well as bringing in crafting workshops. it was the start in our path of having educational content, was bringing all these crafting kits to the conventions, and teaching people how to make various crafts out of various materials. And that was super fun. Like, we knew we wanted to get more involved with the community and be hands-on instead of like just a digital platform. And so that was our start into that foray.
Yeah. It's
awesome, by the way. Like, just it's watching the evolution of the very like Gem State and kind of what TumeRoom was at Gem State versus the last show that we did at Anna Medford, and kind of, you know, having an entire craft area and workshops and classes on how to build a sword and stuff like that. Like, it's so cool, but also just seeing where you guys started versus where you ended for the year was absolutely amazing.
Thank you. I love hearing that. It was definitely a year of growth and learning for us, as well as everybody that came to our workshops. But yeah, an absolutely incredible year.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like I said, you know, when my first con wasn't that long ago. It was like a year and a half ago at this point. And like, it was fine. I always found funny. You're at a horror convention, and they're like, no weapons. You can't bring real swords or knives, stuff like that.
Yep.
I go, cool. This is in Illinois, but there's guys selling real swords and knives and weapons inside the place.
Yep.
Like, okay, there's a little weirdness there.
Yeah, it was actually a little funny because at our booth at the conventions, we had examples of the different kits and projects that people could work on in the workshop area, and one of them was a sword. And so the volunteer that was piece tying all the props came up to us, and he's like, I think I need to piece tie that. And we're like, but they're like selling like real steel swords in the vendor hall, and those aren't being piece tied. And they're like, oh. And we're like, yeah, that's like a really interesting paradox of like,
it kind of is.
You have to piece tie your foam props, but go buy some real ones.
Meanwhile, somebody's walking around with actual replicas of Kratos' swords and everything like that. It's
yeah. So it's not just Chicago. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
That's
and I'm gonna leave that joke off the table. Let's continue.
Yeah, we're not talking about what's going on right now.
No.
But yeah, it's everywhere. Sorry, Sandra. Where I'm at, flea markets sell lots of stuff. I'm from Illinois, Indiana. We sell lots of things at places. But it's interesting because, you know, my daughter, for her Halloween costume, she's some anime character, and she's making her own dagger. She's very artsy and crafty, and she's making her costume, essentially. She's getting pieces of it. And that'd be an interesting technique. I'd really need to watch one of those videos of how to make stuff like that. Just because I like being able to make props for our movies too.
I kind of love Graveyard as like she's some anime character.
So, do you want me to narrow it down? She is a Japanese anime character that has a school girl outfit. Does that narrow it down? Because it doesn't narrow it down for me.
No, I'm gonna need more.
She has a dagger. Oh, that's all I got.
Yeah, then a little bit more. You just described about 573,000 different animes. So.
I know. The dagger did help narrow it down a little bit, but still not enough.
That's how she described it to me. So that's all I got.
Perfect.
But yeah, I mean, so what kind of has been like the biggest piece that you've built then in your career?
Like the biggest build, the biggest prop, the biggest pain in the butt.
I mean, any of them.
all of the above.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so the biggest prop would actually still be that lance that used to be behind you. So that is sitting on the floor, and it almost touches the ceiling. So it is over 7 feet tall. So it's a biggie, and it does break down in the middle. Otherwise, I'd never be able to get it anywhere.
My favorite ones to see is when I go to a con. It's always, it never fails. Every con I go to, you always have a dude who has a Cloud Strife Mezumune.
Yeah.
It's like almost touching the ceiling of
Yeah.
the venue.
Oh yeah.
Is that just kind of like the thing in the and like in like the builder community where it's like the whole point is to try and outdo each other with the Mesmune?
I don't think that necessarily started with the cosplay community. I think that started with the content it came from, because the amount of gigantic, unreasonable, gravity-defying props, weapons, whatever in the anime movie world is ridiculous. There are so many and they're so massive. So the fact that we love them is not our fault. We are just appreciating what already exists.
It's like, how the hell does Cloud actually fight Sephiroth with that? It's not a thing.
I don't know. Have you seen those muscles? Come on.
Okay, regardless of how built Cloud is, how are you wielding that sword? Like,
how are you going to wield a solid 8-foot piece of metal? Yeah, it's going to be really hard.
There are dudes who are they're Scotsmen who are so massively big that can still barely move a claymore, and the Mesmune is like 3 times bigger than the average claymore.
It's because he has mana and you don't.
And you don't. That's right.
That actually is a legit explanation.
Correct.
So I mean,
we're nerds.
Yeah, we are. So I mean, like, what's kind of been like your biggest piece wise of costume you put together?
I mean, like, overall build wise, the Ponyta is probably just my bulkiest, and then like separately within it, that lance or the tail. But an interesting piece that you wouldn't necessarily think of as being large that I'm currently building is actually a wig, because it's a massive ponytail wig. And so I'm building it as a helmet wig, and that may not mean anything to some people, but essentially it means like it's what you see as the hair is just like hard. It's like a helmet that you just like stick on your head on top of it. And then it has a giant ponytail behind it that's almost to the floor. And so it's very large in its scale and in the amount of work that it takes to make. And so you wouldn't necessarily think of a wig as being one of the biggest parts of a build, but it will be.
Yeah. Well, I just wondered because like you've seen like Adam Savage obviously makes props and stuff like that, and watching him piece together chainmail piece by piece is just thousands.
It's agonizing. It is agonizing to watch.
Yeah.
I can imagine it's agonizing to make.
Yeah, my dragon scale chainmail dress took a long time.
Do you even remember how many pieces were in there? Probably over 1,000, right?
Oh, thousands. And actually, I have it behind me right there on the mannequin. I mean, I also got some lovely foliage draped over it, but that is all scale mail. And yeah, there are, I think, over 4,000 alone just on the dress. And then I made bracers, I made shoulder pieces, I was making boots as well. So that's the one that never got finished, by the way. That was my first one that I started on and has never been completed. So
I mean, at that point, every piece has its own special name while you're working on it.
You know why it never got finished? Because there's thousands and thousands and thousands of pieces of chainmail.
Yeah.
And it got so fucking like just too much. It was just like, I'm cool. I'm never gonna finish this. It's fine.
And it's insane to think about that. Like, for the number of scales that are on that dress, there's 4 times as many of those jump rings for the chainmail as there are scales. And so much. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, with all your cosplays and stuff like that, have you met any of the actors that your characters are from?
No, I have not. So another cosplay that I am currently building, but haven't touched in a while, is Urza Scarlet from Fairy Tail, one of her builds. and her voice actor was at a local con, but I was out of town, so I didn't get to meet her. But I would have been so excited to meet her because Urza is one of my all-time favorite characters. So, but one of these days it will happen.
Hey, eventually it might happen at a Colossus Girl show.
It could. It could. Or it could happen at my show because we are actually starting our own convention.
What?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's exciting. Okay, hold on. We're burying the lead over here. Tell us about your con.
Okay, all right. So the name is Cosmicon. It will be July 25th of next year in Boise. It is not just a fan convention, though. It is a fan convention and music festival hybrid. We've got 3 separate venues that are all tied together. One of them will house the fan convention, one of them will house the music festival, and then the third venue is an outdoor space that connects those two, which will be like a lovely food court plaza area and like relaxation zone.
Is that the kind of music that's playing at the music festival? It's going to be like flautists?
No. No, it is not. It will be significantly more upbeat than that.
Straight up screamo death metal.
Screamo death metal sounds like a good time.
It would be. It would be a good time. But yeah, so
if you guys are looking for DNB DJs, call me up.
All right, noted. DNB DJ. But yeah, so we are incredibly excited about that. Like being able to go through the con circuit this season, just hammered home our love of what we do, and we wanted to take it to the next level. As you said, we are always growing, and so that is our next step, and we are incredibly excited for it. We've already we started putting the word out there a few weeks ago, and it's been incredibly well received by the community, and it's just so heartwarming to see that, and we are so very excited.
Hell yeah. ABG always be growing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Are you gonna have is that where you're gonna have your TumeRoom cosplay builds done by then? Is for that?
No, because I will be running the con, so I'm not gonna be running around in cosplay all day. But yeah, it'll be an amazing time.
Yeah, that is definitely the distance of always be growing, because you started as the cosplayer, now you're putting it on for other people. I
was once the cosplayer. Now I am the cosplayer.
Yep, and I'm sure, as you can imagine, there'll be lots of wonderful cosplay related events because of where our passion lies. But there's going to be so much. Like, we have always been huge supporters and fans of like our local arts communities here, and so we really just want to showcase all the creativity and innovation and talent that is here in our local community and give it another chance to shine. It already has so many, but we want it to have another.
That's awesome. Like I said, I talk to many people on this show, and especially artists. I'm like, it's just amazing that you're able to grow that art community, because growing up for me in this area, there wasn't communities for a lot of things that weren't sports.
Yeah. Yep.
Sports ball.
Yes, I was always in the sports ball things. That's why my true nerdiness was always hidden. But I love that cosplay really in the 25 years has really just skyrocketed in what has been popular. It's not just the convention hall or gymnasium at your local middle school. It's grown, and it's become such a public phenomenon that you have professional cosplayers now. That point, that's gotten to that point, it's just astounding to me.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Crazy enough, we were in LA Comic-Con 2 weekends ago, and at LA Comic-Con we sat in on a couple of cosplay panels, and shout out to Cindy Rue cosplays, and a couple of our other friends that we hang with. But I mean, like, it's insane to know that like even when you get onto that like higher level of cosplay where you're like traveling around the country and cosplaying at these big shows, that there is still a level of community.
Mm-hmm.
And I think cosplay is one of those things where that community aspect never leaves, no matter what level that you're at.
Yep, absolutely. Like in our experience, it has been an extremely supportive and caring community, and that's why we love it so much.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. It really is. Are you gonna have like, I don't know how heavy in these costumes do you have to have resting areas to make people be able to cool off and stuff like that?
So it is a great thing to do for cosplayers at a con, is to have a place where they can sit, because even just walking around, like just being able to sit can be really nice. A place that is cooler, a place that is quiet. And that's helpful for more than just cosplayers, because there are a lot of people who go to conventions who can be easily overwhelmed by, there is so much stimulus that happens around you at a con. And so just having somewhere you can go to decompress is huge. And so, yes.
Yeah. I mean, what's kind of been like the craziest costume you've seen at a con that just, you even though you make it, that just blows you away?
Oh, gosh. For me, there's two avenues that can really like blow my mind. And so one, the larger than life cosplays, the ones where they're on stilts and it's just so tall and so massive.
Humming H2, everything Humming H2 does.
Yes, yes, an incredible creator. Oh my goodness, all of his builds.
I love him to death. Every time I see him in person, he's the nicest guy. He's been on the show. I love him to death. He's so cool, and I gave him ideas for a couple of cosplays that have actually come out now. So one of them, when he was on the show, I was like, dude, you should do Onslaught. And he goes, good idea. So he has an Onslaught now, and it was pretty
cool. Does he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, that's incredible. I need to go back and watch that one.
And then I'm sure he's at New York Comic Con right now, but at San Diego, he did what did he do at San Diego this year? He did Galactus.
Oh, that might have been the one that I was actually talking to Graveyard about a little bit earlier. Yeah. I was like, I saw this massive Galactus, not in person, but through social media. And I was like, it was the coolest thing. And maybe that was him.
Oh, man, that is, some people can't walk normally well, let alone on stilts, or just the massiveness.
He's also the world famous Juggernaut. He's the dude that has the very comic book accurate Juggernaut. And I think New York Comic Con last year, like every cop wanted to take a picture with him.
I mean, that has to be hot.
Mm-hmm. Oh, foam builds are, but there are ways to combat that. And I'm sure he does a variety of things, but I've seen people who use cooling vests and then they have a ton of fans rigged up in their foam. So there are ways, but it's still warm. It's still warm.
Yeah. See, Phil's lucky. He just has James fan them off and bring him Mai Tais when he gets overheated.
Exactly what I make him do. No, I'm looking in the chat. I'm like, is Jeff in the chat right now? Because Jeff DeLong is literally one of those builders where that's the kind of stuff that he builds. Like he's building stuff where like he's always thinking of, okay, not only am I building this costume, but how do I keep myself cool while I'm running around as him and his son did Hitman Deadpool with Hitmonkey.
Oh, yep. I saw that one actually, and it was incredible.
Yeah. Or the other one that that I love that his son does is he's got a full-on BMO. Like it's so cool the things that they do.
I'm not familiar with that character. Can you describe it? Because I think I've probably seen it, but
BMO is he's almost like so he's from Adventure Time.
Okay.
He is almost like a walking Game Boy.
Okay, is it like bluish?
Blue,
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, Sandra's saying that the Reptar that they made has 5 fans in it.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
A full size Reptar. It's so cool.
Yeah. That's incredible. But yeah, like thinking through the logistics of your build when you're building it, whether that be how am I going to stay cool? How is this going to stay on? How am I going to travel with this? How am I going to store this? Like all of that goes through your mind as you're building.
Yeah, I think a lot of people starting off don't know that information. They just assume that it's just like, I'm going to wear this cloak that weighs 15 pounds.
Yes.
Now you're sweaty. And it says already sweaty.
Yeah, you are going to wear that cloak for a limited amount of time.
How about that? My entire Deadpool costume is a unicorn onesie.
Yes.
It is hot as hell. It is terrible.
I can only imagine.
and I continue to wear it for the art.
For the art.
For the art.
Although onesie costumes are superb for Halloween if you go out and about, because then they are perfect.
Yeah, actually, it is very nice when it's around that time of the year, because then it's like it keeps you cool.
Man, I just think like with the proton pack I worked on, I added how much weight to it with actual metal parts.
It's better if you don't think about it.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah. Say Wong saying the jumpsuit he was drenched after 45 minutes essentially.
Yeah, Say Wong has a really good Ghostbuster.
Ooh,
he does. I've seen that. Yeah. It's the dedication to the art is just always amazing. It really is. That's what I said. Phil, I just need to work out, and I'll go as Kratos, and I'll be fine.
Dude, if you were ripped, you'd be a pretty good Kratos.
If I was ripped, yes. Again, I used to be, but I got old.
Hey, you could still be Kratos now.
Hey, dad bods are in. Dad bod Kratos, probably a thing.
Well, remember, at this point in time, he has a giant scar that's like, sternum to belly that I just cover up the belly with that.
There you go.
Good.
Exactly.
I'll be drenched within 5 hours. Say long. I could walk around normally at a convention and be drenched in sweat. Normal clothes. I'm a sweaty guy. Yeah, Zach Deadpool says after 4 hours as Thorpool, he's dehydrated.
Stay hydrated.
Yep, drink water.
Drink water.
Say long. I'd be Norse Kratos because it's just more layers to have. He's more clothed than he was as Greek Kratos. He's pretty much just in the loincloth.
Yeah, Greek Kratos is basically just gets out the entire time.
Yeah, he has loincloth and sandals, and that's his clothing.
That just means it's an easy cosplay to make.
Body paint all day.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
So with Kratos specifically, right? If you're doing like an accurate Kratos, you have to you have the right skin tone, but you'd have to be even more pale.
Yeah, true.
Because he's covered in ash, right? So you would have to have like actual white body paint on with red accents.
True.
I'm giving him the ideas now because he's probably thinking like, no, I'm not going to do that.
I would love to. I'm debating going to Days of the Dead wearing my Ghostbusters stuff one day of the 3 days. But we'll see. So without spoiling, we revealed, what are you currently working on besides your TumeRoom cosplay?
Well, besides that and my Urza costume, so we also have one of our other TumeRoom characters is a Ent, and since they're made out of they are tree people, the craft supply tool that is embedded in that character is colored pencil. And so like running through the bark of the tree is like colored veins. But I digress. We're also in the works on starting to build that out. And then, of course, a lot of our time is dedicated to putting on a convention next year. So that takes up a lot of time, as you might imagine.
Yeah, when our con people on here, they're like, you start planning for the next con the next day.
Yeah, yeah. It is true. It is true.
So you guys are doing Ents.
All wood, all real wood.
No. I was going to say more so. You're doing Ents. Are either of you going to be Treebeard?
No, we are not. It's going to be our own original character. And so no Treebeard. But, oh my goodness.
I actually appreciate that. I appreciate that you guys are doing your own characters and not just, the god of the Ents.
But it would be a great one to do.
Yeah.
Because I would cosplay so many people from Lord of the Rings in a heartbeat if I could just like snap my finger and have that costume built. Definitely one of my favorite universes.
Mm-hmm.
Tolkien, always a good decision.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
So I mean, besides your first cosplay that you haven't finished, what's your dream cosplay that you have in mind that you can see yourself that like your fully desired like 3-year plan for a build?
Gosh. Which one? I feel like another thing that all cosplayers have in common is that we have like a list of these are all the costumes I want to make.
I have costumes that I still haven't made that I want to make.
Yeah, right.
That are non-Deadpool related.
Oh, okay. I would say my top 2 are, so if you've played Genshin Impact, there is a character who starts out as La Signora and then she becomes the Crimson Witch of Embers. And it's a massive build. It's a larger than life. She gets insanely tall, pretty much. And she just has so many cool accessories because she's got these cool wings going on. She's got this crazy crown mask contraption, her huge massive dress, and then she has like this fire whip. And I always thought it'd be so fun to try and build that whip out of fiber optics and create like a really cool effect with that. So that is one of the ones that's on my dream plans. And then my other one, as I mentioned before, I absolutely adore the character Urza Scarlet from Fairy Tale. And she has a ton of different armors, which she calls requips. And one of them is called Heaven's Wheel. And she literally has a ton of swords that just like halo behind her on top of her armor, like cool armor build that she's already going on. Yeah. So, like, I would just love to build all those swords and have them like supported by acrylic rods or something behind me. Oh, it would just be such a cool silhouette and amazing look.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I'd love to see Phil cosplay as is John Leguizamo's the clown from the Spawn movie.
Yes. The only problem with that is it would get really tiring walking like that all day.
Well, did they make those exoskeletons that that you have can sit down and they pop off your legs? We'll just have you kind of sit in that costume.
That actually would be kind of cool. I'm down for that.
Well, I think that needs to happen now. So put that on your list.
on top of the original Bane that I've been working on forever.
Ooh.
And Warzone Punisher.
Okay.
Well, see, if you do original Bane from Batman and Robin, it has an inflatable suit that they put
not that Bane. When I say original, I don't mean the first time he was on screen. The non comic book accurate version of Bane.
Well, that's why I knew that was going to get your goat. So that's
that was just offensive for anybody who's a fan of Bane.
Okay, so you have made so many versions of Deadpool, Phil.
Oh yes.
What is your favorite?
Oh, the original.
Okay.
The original.
Classic, can't go wrong.
Not, and when I say original, I mean my original version, not the
Oh, okay.
so the one that most people see me in the most, which is the unicorn Deadpool.
Nice.
It's my go-to. It is the classic version of that version of the character. I'm sure you've heard the story about how that cosplay came about, but basically the idea is if Deadpool went to Comic-Con, he wouldn't go as himself. He would go as he would want to cosplay, right? So the idea is he is cosplaying as a unicorn because it's something that he wants to cosplay as.
Because who doesn't?
Right, exactly.
Well, I told Phil, this was a couple months ago now, I said he should cosplay as Deadpool going as a poor man's cosplay of Deadpool.
And that would be fun too, to build a mediocre Deadpool costume with a $500 Deadpool mask. And it was just like, my real suit is in the shop right now. Shut up.
I just imagine you just getting like a white T-shirt and then hand drawing or cut painting the Deadpool logo on that.
Yes. Yes.
Excellent.
Yes, Queen.
Sandra said it's called Lazy Pool. I like Lazy Pool. I think that'd be fun. I think it'd be fun for him to do.
Would it be Sharpie or would it be duct tape?
Ooh.
Okay, so at Gem State this year, I forgot one of my gloves.
Uh-oh.
And what I did was I went to the concession stand and I had them give me some rubber gloves because it works.
Yeah.
What needs to be, what part of your Lazy Pool cosplay needs to be is that you make your katanas out of pieces of cardboard and then you just color the steel gray or do aluminum foil.
Oh, I like the foil. Yes.
I've always wanted to get the chintziest, like just plasticiest looking guns, like water guns, and have my holster.
Yes.
Nice, like dollar store style.
Yeah, but the idea is more so, they wouldn't let me bring in anything that looked real, so this is the closest thing I can get.
Oh man, can you wear a bandolier and instead of cartridges they're peanuts?
And then if you get hungry, you have a snack.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
As Aaron says, I can see D Pity reacting to seeing you in that person in that costume.
Yeah, D Pity, one of the more famous Deadpool cosplayers. I get it.
He would get a picture with you. I guarantee it.
Probably would. Especially like here's the thing, and I got this compliment at LA Comic Con this year. It's funny. I always get compliments at LA Comic Con on that Deadpool, but this year the big compliment I got was, you are probably one of the most quick-witted Deadpools I've ever seen. He goes, because most guys will cosplay as Deadpool and they don't have the personality down. He was like, you have the personality down. Like it's there. And he goes, and you're really quick-witted. Like your jokes pop up like immediately.
Oh yeah, I believe that. Having heard you just riff on the stage for hours at the cons now, like I believe that.
So comes with the territory of having to be a performer.
Well, Phil, I think we're about that time we have to ask some of your hardest questions of all time.
Oh yeah. All right. I'm going to ask you the hardest question you've ever been asked in your life. Are you ready for this?
I am not, but let's go.
We're going to do this. Whew. All right. Get your breath in. Breathe deep. Woosah, woosah, woosah. What is your favorite kind of taco?
Oh dear. This is the hard question. You're not kidding. I mean, it's got to be soft shell.
Okay.
And it's got to have cheese. Those might be my only two requirements: is some sort of pico de gallo or hot sauce that it has cheese, and then it comes in a soft shell. Other than that, I will eat any taco.
I like it. What's some advice that you might have for somebody trying to get into cosplay, into the industry? Like, what if somebody were to come to you right now and say, "Hey, I want to start cosplaying, but I don't know where to start." What would be your advice for them?
My advice would be that there's an amazing community centered around it. And so if they start looking, if they start trying to connect with that community, either whether that be reaching out on social media, going to conventions, like finding those people, and just having an open line to conversation about cosplay, how to do builds. Like, so many cosplay creators out there put out content about how they made their own things, mistakes that they've worked through and learned from, tips and tricks that they've learned the hard way that they will tell you how to do the easy way. And so, yeah, just being part of that community and being able to connect there will open so many doors and will give you so many avenues for being able to learn and grow and just to be part of it. And so that would be my number one tip.
I like it. I like that a lot. All right. Sorry, my mouse decided not to move. Okay, here we go. Who would win in a fight?
Oh.
Treebeard or the rock biter from Neverending Story?
Oh no. Ah! I was not ready for this.
Nobody ever is.
No.
Are they solo? Like Treebeard can't call all of his Ent homies.
No. Yeah, they're solo. They're on their own.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this is too hard. Like, I'm trying to think it through. Like, let me share some of my thought process with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
With Rock Spider.
You are literally doing what I do on every show whenever I get these kind of questions. So work your way through it. Do it.
Okay, so my thought process here, like starting with Rockbiter, obviously, like he can bite through basically everything.
Right.
Like if he got his jaws around Treebeard, I think that would be real trouble for Treebeard. But like the power that is inherently in wood and like just what it is capable to do to like so many materials around it, like if it can find an in, is immense. And so I really think it would depend on who was able to leverage their abilities over the other. But, and this is also hard because usually my tiebreakers come down to like which fandom I like more.
Mm-hmm.
But these are like two of like the pinnacles if you're like a fantasy nerd. So that doesn't help me. But I think I would lean to Lord of the Rings just a little bit. So my own bias, I'm going to have to say Treebeard.
Nice. By the way, LA Comic-Con last week, we had some revisionist history that happened. We saved our tax. I'm just saying.
He comes back at the end. It's okay.
I'm just saying we saved our tax.
Now the real question is who would win that fight between Treebeard and Rockfire if they were 5 miles apart from each other.
Oh.
How many years would we have to wait for that fight to happen?
If they're 5 miles apart from each other,
mm-hmm.
here's the thing. I give it to Treebeard. You know why?
Why?
Because he's better at waiting. I don't know.
Because Treebeard can throw shit a lot farther than fucking Rockbiter can.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure he can.
Yeah, but what he's throwing is stuff that Rockbiter eats.
It's true. He is just throwing rocks. So
He is. I mean, Rockbiter does have his awesome Flintstone style, bike that he has.
Oh, this is true, but it's still not that fast.
It's like Deadpool said, but he couldn't even save his family from the nothing.
Low blow.
I mean, no one saved anyone from the nothing.
So I actually finished the build today.
Ooh.
Oh, what do you make?
Something I'm very jealous of.
I know. I'm sure he is very jealous of this.
I am.
Let me pull it on the big screen here. It is the Sega Genesis controller.
Okay, that's fun. I love that.
Let's make it even worse. The back of the control is Graveyard's logo.
It is. It's fantastic. How'd they get there?
Hold on. Let me
Top
turn.
notch.
There you
go. Okay, cool. No, it's on mine. I got to turn mine off. Hold on.
Okay.
Video enable background.
There you go. Okay.
There you go. So the back of the controller is green zone from Sonic.
Sonic. Mm-hmm.
So Sonic is in the middle of it. If you can see it right there, he's like,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Gold coins. You've got the little machine on the left side that keeps the little critters in it.
Oh.
Right. A couple of coins, and then on the top it's Sonic and his lives.
Nice.
That's adorable. Oh my
you know what I would do if I had that controller?
What is that?
I would put a Bluetooth mod on it to make it playable.
That's cool. What's dope about this is that depending on which side you want to display, you can move the display on here.
Ooh.
And then also, if you want this is for all the Genesis nerds that are out there. So right here in the middle says Sega Genesis, right?
Yep.
There's mods in here for the Mega Drive controller.
Yeah.
All right, so you can put the Mega Drive control on there, and then it also has red buttons for the Mega Drive.
Ooh.
Getting fancy now.
So that's kind of cool it's a cool little Easter egg for all those Sega nerds that are out there.
Oh, I mean, because it's only Genesis in North America, so
yeah. So you can you can change it out and put the Sega Mega Drive on there if you're a big fan of the Japanese version of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wish I had that.
So just so we all know, we're all clear, this was an exclusive, a Lego.com exclusive if you purchased over a certain amount. And I bought a bunch of prizes to give away tomorrow. So I got that, and I was like, no, I'm keeping this one. I usually give away all of the exclusives when I get them. I was like, no, I'm keeping this one. I'm too much of a gaming nerd. I'm giving that away.
Yeah, Jeff needs that for his birthday this month. Yeah.
If we can find a way to get it, because again, it was an exclusive.
Oh, you can buy it on eBay for stupid amounts of money.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Fun times. All right, hold on. Let me switch the screen back again.
You can do it, Phil. I believe in you.
I gotta switch the screen back because Michelle's more important than the rest of us. So
thank you.
She's the guest. So so going back to where we're at, what's next for you? What shows do you have coming up? Do you have anything else for the rest of the year?
We do not. Anna Medford was our last one, so now it's just full steam ahead on Cosmicon work and taking a little relaxing time.
Nice. Where can everybody follow you? I mean, aside from TumeRoom, because we know TumeRoom, right? Let's plug all of your pluggables right now. Anything that you want to plug, anything that you have going on. Let's talk about, plug TumeRoom, the website, and everything like that. Plug your personal cosplay, all that kind of stuff. Let everybody know where they can find you.
All right. So obviously we've got TumeRoom. TumeRoom.com is the big one. But we do, our Instagram is going to be our main one. So at TumeRoom. We also have a Facebook, same handle. And then we have a TikTok that we use every now and then. But all handles are just at TumeRoom, so easy to find us. And TumeRoom is short for Costume Room, if that helps you understand the spelling. TumeRoom.
I think I'm going to start using that now. It's like, what are you doing, Tumen?
Yes. Please do.
Just Tumen.
Might want to check Urban Dictionary before you do that.
All right, I retract my statement.
He's
Until
not
further
wrong.
notice.
No. That's the thing is, that doesn't necessarily mean that it means something. I'm sure with Graveyard it probably does, but I mean, like, he's really just saying, like, make sure there's not anything else that's there before you start saying that.
I don't know. The face kind of looks like he knows something.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, so all the socials, and then my personal cosplay account is Fiara Cosplay. Think of Tiara, but with an F. So FIARA Cosplay. Only on Instagram for that one, or you can find me at local cons, maybe, and maybe I'll be wearing this. I still haven't learned how to point at the right side of the screen. And so then as for CosmoCon, just cosma-con.com, and then Instagram is also our main social on that as well. So just at Cosma_con. And I think that covers all the things. And then, of course, you can find us in person July 25th next year at the con.
Nice. I tried to look up Tuming. Nothing. Urban Dictionary doesn't have anything.
Okay, we'll make it a thing then.
Yeah.
I'll just start hashtagging that.
Right. Hashtag Tuming.
Do it.
What are you guys doing? Tuming.
Tumen?
Oh God, I'm using that. I'm going to use that at Gem State. You know. Right?
Oh, please do.
I'm probably going to be on stage and be like, "Hey, what's everybody doing? You guys tuming? Are we tuming? Do you not know what that means? Go to TumeRoom, find out."
Don't know what it means. We'll just have to add it in our footer, like what this bird means.
Hashtag tuming.
Mm-hmm. Let's face it. It sounds like something you'd yell at your mom, dad. Stay out of my room. I'm tuming.
Leave me alone. I'm tuming.
It does.
I'm probably gonna now say, Frank, clip that. my picture quality is terrible. I get it, but Frank, clip that.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna make Tumen a thing.
Success.
Should. We'll make it happen.
All right. Well, we highly appreciate you coming on and hanging out with us and talking about TumeRoom and your cosplay journey and everything that you've contributed to the community. It's great, and I'm so happy that we finally got you on the show.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, and thank you so much for all of your help at the conventions this year. Like, we super appreciated it. Thank you so much.
You even had me step in at one show to host, and it was absolutely terrible because you had me host, but it was also hilarious. So
that is not true. I watched the first little bit before I had to get back to the workshops, and it was not terrible. Lies.
It was every single joke that I made. It's like, oh God, cringy dad jokes.
I think those are expected though at cosplay contests and conventions in general.
I love. I just remember there was one kid where I was reading their description, and they were yelling at me from the audience like, "That's not how you say it." Oh shit! Okay, I'm sorry. Well, then tell me how to say it.
I love it. They need to add a little pronunciation guide to their description next time.
Right?
Who's
But
this
yes,
deed poll?
I'm looking. Do like this. I'm looking for a. Deed. Pole? Deed Pole? Deadpool, asshole! Okay. Deadpool.
No, so I'm not watching the updates coming from New York Comic Con. We're hosting the show.
Yeah, I know. I actually, right before we came on, a video came across my screen of like a bunch of cosplay that's happening over there. New York Comic Con's cosplay is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
We were just talking about like the giant cosplays.
Mm-hmm.
There was a group of like 4 or 5 big ones like that.
Mm.
Like it started off with Galactus walking in, and there was like somebody walking behind him. It wasn't a handler, it was just somebody else in a costume. And then like a Gundam walked in that was just as big.
Ooh.
Right. And then like 3 other cosplayers that had like anime cosplays on, and then like another big mech just walked in. It was like, what is going on? Why are there so many mechs walking around?
And they need to have like Megazords and Voltrons all together and GoBots. Of course, GoBots.
Mm-hmm.
GoBots. Oh my god, I have a GoBot in this office somewhere. But I have a GoBot in here somewhere.
Yeah, the Warhammers also get very large.
Yeah, well, especially with what was the Marine game that just came out that everybody's all over? There's like a Warhammer Royal Marine game that just came out that like everybody is all over.
Yes,
it rings a bell. I'm blanking on the actual title.
I think they're up to Warhammer 401ks.
Again, not a joke we're gonna make right now. So for the next about 20 minutes, we're gonna be finishing up on some brackets. Graveyard is gonna take over here. Michelle, you are 100% free to hang out, or if you got to leave, we're not offended. But we're gonna nerd out on some brackets. We are currently doing the which one are we doing, Grave?
Worst trilogies.
Trilogies. Are we on worst right now?
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, now I feel like I have to stay because that's too intriguing. So if y'all are good with me here, I'm
100% good with you being here. We just what I tend to do is give you an out if you're like, okay, I'm done. I want to go.
Nope, she's seen enough of you, Phil, this year.
And that's why I say, like, oh yeah, if you're ready to just like, yeah, I'm ready to jump ship. I'm tired of this guy's voice.
Nope, I'm in.
All right.
Well, we have 2 ties from last time that we never finished for the worst trilogies of all time. And just so you know, Michelle, the trilogies they have to be 3 movies that are standalone, not part of a greater universe. Like Iron Man's not going to be in that and stuff like that. Now, we did the best version of these. We're at the worst. So the tie last time was, what was a worst trilogy between the Austin Powers trilogy or the Edgar Wright's Cornetto trilogy? It was a tie in chat. So I'm going to let you break the ties.
Yeah, she may have to be the breaker of the ties. Austin Powers, again, first 2 movies were solid. Third movie was, there were scenes in the third movie that I liked, but as an overall movie, I don't know if Goldmember was my favorite. The Cornetto trilogy is absolute perfection.
And yes, we know that you want Paul to be the third one. It's not.
Paul is not in that trilogy.
It's not
even a part of. It didn't even take place in England
or done by Edgar Wright.
And it's also not Edgar Wright. It's mainly because the 2 actors are in it, but.
Mm-hmm. So I still think Austin Powers is the worst of the 2.
Cornetto because Paul.
That's he's saying, yeah.
Yeah, he likes gold. I would say Cornetto is the better of the 2, so I'm voting for Austin Powers.
What about you, Michelle?
I feel like I don't get a vote because I haven't seen the Cornetto ones.
You may not know it by Cornetto.
What would I possibly know of?
Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, nope. I wouldn't.
Hot
I
Fuzz.
mean, I do know of them now, but I have not partaken.
Hot Fuzz is the second movie, and then the last one is
End of the world.
End of the World.
Nope, I'm out on all three.
Oh, so good, so good. All three of those movies. I mean, obviously, their strength is in the actual like numbers in the trilogy. Like, Shaun of the Dead is the best of the three. Hot Fuzz is closely second. There's a contest. You can argue between the two.
I would say I think it depends. If you're more of an action fan than horror, you're going to say Hot Fuzz.
Does that make me more of a horror fan?
I think so.
Now you're gonna find details about yourself.
Yeah. Like, I love Hot Fuzz. I love that movie to death. It's so good. Yarp. Narp.
Mm-hmm.
And the End of the World, again, not the strongest, but still absolutely hilarious.
Yes. So we're still out of time, right? So yeah, we're not talking about Paul anymore, Say Wong. It's done.
I guess what it comes down to where your vote would be is which trilogy between the two would you actually want to watch? If you were given a choice right now, do you want to watch all three Austin Powers movies or do you want to watch all three Cornetto movies?
I would rather go with Cornetto because I haven't seen them, and so I would like to see them.
Which means you vote for Austin Powers. So
now, the one that silly Austin Powers is losing and moving on to this bracket.
Okay.
That means this is the problem one which is surprisingly chat voted this way and it's a tie. We have the Blade trilogy versus Back to the Future, and this was a tie between us and chat. You know where my vote is going.
Yeah, you're going Blade because you hate Back to the Future. He absolutely loathes Back to the Future. He does not like Back to the Future at all.
See, I think Blade is the better of the two.
So Back to the Future is going to be your vote.
Yeah.
My argument on this one is, again, cool scenes in the third movie. But in the end, I'd want to watch Blade 1. But Back to the Future, I would be super down to watch all three movies.
So you're voting against your Canadian love, is what you're saying.
Yes, I'm voting against my hetero man crush.
Mm-hmm. When Ryan watches this episode, he's being very upset with you.
Also, not only is that he's my hetero man crush in that whole thing right there, but also because that movie is literally what led to Deadpool. Had he not played Hannibal King in that movie, we would not have Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool.
Interesting.
You gotta be careful. Hunter Hearst Helmsley might come after you with a sledgehammer too.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley is too busy making deals in Saudi Arabia, so we're not gonna deal with him.
All right. Well, Se Wong says Back to the Future, so that means Back to the Future is moving on as a worst.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. We moved on really far last time. Blade didn't make it past it, which is really funny. Most of our chat was the same. All right, that brings us back up to the second round. Is we have Dumb and Dumber trilogy versus the Hobbit trilogy.
What?
Yes.
To be fair, the Hobbit trilogy was very overblown and was there were a lot of things that didn't need to happen in that trilogy. Versus who were we up against? It was the
Dumb and Dumber.
The most forgettable third movie of a trilogy ever.
Most forgettable second movie. Because the second one was the prequel.
Oh, okay. So most forgettable second movie.
Yeah.
Because Dumb and Dumber was good. Dumb and Dumberer was funny. The second one, when Harry met Lloyd, forgettable.
Mm-hmm.
I could not tell you what happened in that movie. It's one of those movies that I watched in a daze. I remember watching it. I could not tell you what that movie was about at all.
Okay.
So I think in the end, as much of, because I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan, I'm hit or miss with The Hobbit. There are aspects of The Hobbit that I like, but then after reading the book, it's like none of this needed to happen. All could have been one movie.
You mean you don't remember the Legolas love triangle that existed?
No. Legolas was not in The Hobbit. Legolas wasn't even thought of as a character when The Hobbit was written.
Yeah.
And now you're telling me that the want of Aragorn in The Hobbit and having Frodo in it was unnecessary as well?
The best part of that movie is fucking Theoden singing The Misty Mountains. That's it.
Oh. Yeah, that's definitely a top moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying Dumb and Dumber.
I'm also saying Dumb and Dumber. Like I said, I have my problems with The Hobbit, but I mean, I would rather watch The Hobbit over Dumb and Dumber and
Oh yeah.
When Harry Met Lloyd. Of everything in Dumb and Dumber, I would watch the first movie again. That's it.
Yes.
We are all three on the same page on this one then.
Mock. Yeah. King. Yeah. Bird. Yeah. Mockingbird. Yeah.
Yeah. So
You're just cementing my choice.
What's really funny, I don't know if you ever heard of the Cube horror movies, but The Hobbit was voted to be worse than the Canadian horror movies about people trapped in a giant cube.
Yeah. And it's funny. Say Wong's talking about, yeah, if they got rid of the Azog stuff. Yes, because Azog was such a minor character in the books. Like, we did not need a whole pursuant storyline about Azog, like, at all.
Yes. But I very much needed every scene that contained Smaug, so.
Oh, every scene with Smaug was amazing. And part of that was because Benedict Cumberbatch was absolutely perfect as Smaug.
Yes. And if you haven't already seen like the behind the scenes of his voice,
I can smell you.
So good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Dumb and Dumber is moving forward. Next up, I'm sorry, Sandra, this is probably going to kill you to have to pick. But we have the Cars trilogy versus the Aladdin trilogy.
Oh.
It depends if you want to get her done or not.
The second movie was for both trilogies, the second movie sucked. Aladdin also had a shitty third though. So Cars definitely had a
shitty third. I agree.
No.
I
that third movie in Cars, the first movie was good. The third movie was very heartfelt, and they really brought it back to it being a well-written movie. The second one was just fucking James Bond with cars. It was fucking weird.
Except James Bond was played by Rowan Atkinson. Essentially, it was a Johnny English of cars.
It really was Johnny English of cars. Because I mean, Rowan Atkinson has the voice for it, right? The thing is that he is fucking Johnny English, which was a parody of James Bond. So it's like Aladdin. Oh God, the first movie is a classic. One of those that, like, if you ask me what Disney movie do I want to watch, classic Disney movie. It would be between that and Lion King for me. Love both those movies. The second one, Return of Jafar, nah, whatever. And the last movie, again, like Dumb and Dumber, it's one of those movies I remember watching as a kid. I could not tell you what happened in that movie. I know it had something to do with his dad being Alibaba, which really takes a left turn from the stories that it's based on.
What's that? You say Disney butchering stories that existed for hundreds of years to make it their own profit? Never.
I mean, they were never gonna adapt Aladdin the way that it actually is in the book because it's fucking horrifying. But I mean, like,
beheadings. I know.
Yeah, there's no beheadings. For some reason, they made Aladdin Arabic, even though he's Chinese in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying Aladdin then?
And of course, they got rid of, and this is a good thing, they got rid of all of the misogyny. So all of the inherent Arabian misogyny that was in that story, in the original story.
So you're saying Aladdin's the worst of the trilogies?
Aladdin is the worst of the trilogies because I do enjoy 1 and 3 of Cars.
All right. Well, I've got to go the other way and say Cars is worse. I'm biased though because Aladdin was one of those childhood movies for me when I was like really young. And of course, I love the original because one, it's amazing. The soundtrack is amazing. There's a tiger in it. What is not to love? And then as a kid, 2 and 3, it was just, here's more storyline in this world that you love with some of the characters that you love. And so I was like, yes. And so a lot of this is just writing on nostalgia for me. But I do have to say Cars is the worst of the 2 for me.
Yeah. I'm going Cars because do you know with a 10-year-old son in the past 5 years how many times I've heard Rascal Flatts' Life is a Highway from the movie playing nonstop in my house? He was obsessed with Cars. I do not like Cars, and let's face it, I think that Robin Williams was the better voice actor than anyone in Cars trilogy.
Oh, you do bring up a good point.
Yep.
You 100% bring in a very good point. Robin Williams in Aladdin, perfection. And he's the narrator at the beginning, perfection.
And Steve, DJ's boyfriend from Full House, was Aladdin. Come on.
I think that's you're pushing me in the other direction now.
Frank Welker was Abu.
Frank Welker was not only Abu, he was also the Cave of Wonders.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's a fun fact I'll store away for the next time you do your trivia.
Yeah. I've got a kids trivia question here. What was the tiger's name?
Raja.
Raja. Yep. You know what Raja means?
Tiger.
No.
King.
Ooh. Well, now I like. Ooh. That just makes it even better.
Because tigers are the king of cats, so named him King.
Tell that to a tabby cat.
Oh, that tabby cat knows it's King.
Tabbies think they're tigers.
Right.
Have you seen the video of the tabby attacking the bear, and the bear's like, "Nope, I don't want none of this." Yeah,
that sounds amazing.
There is a video somebody posted of a bear not attacking, but kind of being curious and walking up on someone's porch and like literally walking up to their like toddler. Right. And the tabby goes to go protect the toddler and goes and attacks the bear. And the bear's like, I don't want none of this. I'm out. Just takes off running.
That's adorable.
I mean, I have seen videos and pictures of Josh Bruckner chasing off a bear from set.
That happened?
Yeah.
Was it okay? I'm assuming it's a brown bear because it has to be something smaller than some monster of a bear. But I mean, like, yes, that's ridiculous. Josh is not a small guy either, so it's like I want to see a video. I want to see this video of him chasing off a bear.
Well, right now, let's see here. So, Sewong says Aladdin. You say Aladdin. Sandra says
Aladdin. That's why I'm voting for
She
Aladdin.
says Cars. Cars is moving forward as a worst one. All right. Now this one may be really difficult for people. We have the Beverly Hills Chihuahua trilogy
Oh God.
versus Creepshow.
So after revisiting Creepshow this week because of you,
Mhm.
not only watching or listening to you talk about Creepshow on the episode,
Mhm.
but also Creepshow popping up in my Amazon list and me just turning it on and remembering how much I both love and hate that movie,
Uh-huh.
or those movies, because there are three of them. My vote has changed. Creepshow is the better trilogy. 100%. It is a very good horror anthology trilogy.
Arguably the best.
Arguably the best.
Yeah, definitely Beverly Hills Chihuahua. I don't care who the voice actors are in it. I
Yeah.
don't think they care who they are in it.
No, because it was a cash grab. They got paid. And it's like I think this is my argument last time. I love Cheech Marin. He's one of my favorite people in the world.
Mhm.
I would not fucking vote for this movie with all the money in the world. Like, no. For it to not move on at this point. So Beverly Hills Chihuahua moves on for me.
Same.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think you've all put it eloquently enough as well.
Yeah, they said, what if Taco Bell dog, but the movie?
Yeah.
They made Beverly Hills Chihuahua
Times 3.
times 3. Yes.
Mhm.
Yep. Sandra says Beverly Hills Chihuahua as well. So, yeah.
I don't think any of us are like, you know what movie I really want to go watch right now? Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
No, I don't think. I'm not sure anyone in the history of the world has said that.
Say-Wong might. Say-Wong, it's Beverly Hills Chihuahua versus Creepshow.
If he said, wow, if he's voting against the King of Stevens, that's a shame.
King of Stevens.
That's almost the episode title for the Stephen King one.
King of Stevens. Oh man, that's right. He wrote those.
He did.
Yeah.
He's also in it.
Yeah, that I remember.
So
that's Stephen King at peak Coke nose.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's what we have. I'll give you guys a recap of where we're at with round 2. Next up will be Angels in the Outfield versus Big Mama. The Naked Gun trilogy versus Austin Powers trilogy.
Not a trilogy anymore.
Well, it was when I made this. The Three Colors trilogy versus Basket Case.
Three Colors for sure. Basket Case, not a fan of, but I'm not even remotely interested in watching the fucking Three Colors movies.
No. Phil's childhood Jurassic Park, Carnosaur.
Yes. Yes.
What?
Versus everyone's favorite Australian actor, Mike Hogan. Crocodile Dundee.
And
then it'll be Black Christmas versus Back to the Future. Can't wait for Black Christmas to move on.
You call that a knife? This is a knife.
So that's where we're at. But I will be making a spooky bracket for the next 2 weeks.
Ooh, spoopy brackets. I'm so ready for spoopy brackets. Spoopy.
Yes. All right. That's where we're at.
Ready for some spoopy brackets. This is probably one of the things that I look forward to the most over the course of the years. Like we got to get to October so we can do spoopy brackets.
Yeah, and I think the past 2 summers of doing summers of things have been working out pretty well.
Yeah,
too.
Summer of Marvel was fucking great. We still have
Mm.
one of the best long running jokes of all time. To the point where I will bring that up at cons with like guests, and they will fucking agree. It's like Scott Summers with the amazing power of abandoning his children.
Oh.
So to give you a little bit of context,
The
Michelle,
Summers family legacy is abandoning their children.
I made a secondary mutations bracket for what was the best secondary mutations, and I put
Okay.
a lot of joke ones in there.
Mhm.
How Scott Summers' secondary mutation was the power of child abandonment.
And I brought up, it's not just Scott.
Mhm.
Corsair abandoned his kids, right? And you get Havoc and Cyclops, but then you also get their fucking sociopath of a younger brother who ends up trying to destroy the entire universe.
Mhm.
All because Corsair abandoned all of them, right? And then you get Scott, who abandons all 3 of his kids at some point, you know, both versions of Nate and Rachel.
And to be even worse, he not just distance through time.
Through time. Through time. You abandoned your children in time. And if you really get technical with it, Nathan abandons hope. And I think that is the worst of of all of them. He inadvertently, I'll give him this, he inadvertently abandons his daughter, but her name is Hope. So he abandoned Hope.
That is an interesting pattern, though. It's like all the Disney movies and the dead moms.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. But like I don't know if it was like that became an inside joke. It's like, it'll be funny if we had Cable abandon his daughter the way that all the other characters in the Summers line have all abandoned their kids. And now I want a comic book about Hope Summers growing up and abandoning her kids.
See, what would be perfect justice is if she abandons her kids and she puts them into the past, so then Cyclops has to take care of his grandkids.
Great grandkids. Like
yeah.
She abandons her kids in the past, and Scott has to deal with the outcome of that.
Yes.
And it's full circle. Hey, asshole, you abandon your kids. You get to deal with your great grandkids now.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's karma.
And it's funny because as much of a piece of shit as Reed Richards is, doesn't abandon his kids.
Yeah.
Even though talking about sociopaths, what is his great grandson becomes one of the worst sociopath murderers of all time, King the Conqueror.
From a certain point of view.
From a certain point of view. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna murder every timeline that I can because I want to seize power.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Also, something Reed would do.
I'm sure. Yeah. It's not that. That's the Reed's trait.
That's what I'm saying. That's Reed Richards' worst trait is that he is a sociopath, even though everybody thinks he's the good guy.
Mm-hmm.
People forget that he used to beat Sue.
I mean, let's face it, Xavier, as we've talked about many times in the show, not a good person.
Xavier is the villain of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then one more person that I'm going to hate on right now. Let's see. We just talked about Reed Richards being a piece of shit. Sue Storm. Oh, I was like, what brought me into this? And I had a thought, and then I forgot. Fucking ADHD. Ant-Man. Hank Pym. Hank Pym is another grievous asshole. Like I'm ruining this for all of the people who are like, I only know Marvel by the movies, because when you get into Marvel by the comic books, Reed Richards is a terrible person. Hank Pym is an absolute monster, and Scott Summers is fucking a douchebag piece of shit. So I mean,
It's almost like Marvel builds complex characters that aren't Boy Scouts.
They really do. They really do. You know, Hank Pym, another one that was, and I think they retconned it, but I mean, he used to get drunk and beat the shit out of Wasp.
Oh.
Yeah. And then, of course, Wolverine is another massive fucking shitbag. But I mean, like,
Yeah, he'd stand by you.
He would, but he also would kill you by accident. So I mean, like,
I mean, so would Reed.
Yeah. Logan. The only thing about Logan is he is, and again, they didn't get a chance to do this until Deadpool and Wolverine, right? But he is such a bad alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like he is such a shitty alcoholic that, and you can understand why. He's dealt with a lifetime of PTSD and has no way of dealing with it. So it's just like, gotta get drunk. It's the only thing you can do at this point. But like I've said it on the show before. I think when we did the same thing, we were doing most heroic heroes. And when it got to Wolverine, I said Wolverine can't count as a hero. Wolverine is one bad day away from being a villain. Just like I had to vote off my favorite comic book character of all time because he is a morally dirtbag-ish mercenary in Deadpool. Deadpool is not a good person. Deadpool is not somebody who is reliable. As much as I love him as a character, right? Is he the most heroic hero? Absolutely not.
Nope.
All right, Phil.
That goes to Superman. But all right, we're gonna. I think, and I actually think he won. Right? It was him versus the Joker.
Oh.
No, it was Captain America versus the Joker.
No, you guys said Superman was more
I
heroic.
thought Superman was the. I thought Captain America ended up winning that, and it was Captain America versus the Joker in the end. Because the Joker was the most villainous villain.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
he's definitely that. Yes.
Yeah. I could have swore that it ended up being a Marvel versus DC. I remember the Joker winning, and I'm pretty sure it was Captain America because I think we ended up voting in that he was more of a Boy Scout than Superman was.
That's possible.
Yeah.
I'm sad I missed those brackets.
That's from like 2 years ago. But I mean, we we really get into like the psychology of comic book characters. It's ridiculous. So before we get going here, Michelle, one more time, give everybody your pluggables. Where can they find you?
All right. Find us at TumeRoom.com, at TumeRoom on any of the socials. Find us at Cosma-con.com or on our socials. Instagram, look for Cosma_con, and then Fiara Cosplay for me personally. And that's it.
Absolutely amazeballs. All right. Graveyard, tell everybody about the podcast episode that just dropped like an hour ago.
Yes, so I'm Garrett, co-host of the Mostly Pod at Night, Mostly Podcast.
They mostly
Pod.
at night. Mostly.
And we did just drop our zombie-filled Romero trilogy. This hour and 10 minutes ago, we talked about the original Romero trilogy. We're geared up for this second part, which is arguably really bad as well. So make sure to follow us on all social media at Pod at Night and check out our YouTube channel, Pod at Night, as we are working on a couple new shows. I'll give you guys quick little names here. We're going to have a slasher pass where my wife and I are going to be talking about horror movie trailers, whether we'll watch them or not based on that. I'm going to have something called Killer Theories. We go and dive into a franchise, and it's like Jason Voorhees alive the entire time. Freddy Krueger, maybe innocent. We have stuff like that coming out. And then The Book Was Better, where we talk about horror adaptations from books, other properties that movies just really, really sucked because of it. Do a compare and contrast for them.
Yeah. Jason Voorhees, terrible character or the worst character? He's a great slasher. He's great visually. After going over all of those movies, God, not one of those movies was good.
No. Another theory is also that Dr. Loomis is the world's worst child psychiatrist.
Oh no, that's 100%. That is 100%. He is 90% of the reason, at least in the retcon, he is 90% of the reason that Michael Myers became what he became.
He sees a 6-year-old that stabbed his sister that doesn't know what he's doing. Evil, lock him up forever. He escapes. I might as well go shoot him.
Yeah. Yeah, Dr. Loomis is absolutely terrible.
Yes. Let's check it out.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know who I am, your boy Young Phil. My picture is still terrible, but it's fine. We're just gonna go with it. We have hit 500 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen.
They mostly.
Sorry, wrong button. It was blue. It's like I hit the blue button. We hit 500 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen, on YouTube. So we are super excited. Of course, I've been making announcements all day yesterday. Tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we are going to be doing a stream. We're going to be giving away a crap ton of Lego, guys. Let's go full screen here. Where are all my Wicked fans at? Because I've got Wicked Legos here, right?
Oh, wait, that's not me.
Yeah, not you. If you've got a good imagination, I've got a right there comic board or cardboard spaceship, right?
Ooh.
Give that away right there. Where are my Wednesday fans? Because I've got Wednesday and Enid. And I give that away right there. For my Halloween fans, just in time, a jack-o'-lantern pickup truck.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. What's this other one? I've got this Pirate Cove pirate ship playset here. Gonna be giving that away. And then my two big kits. Wow. I've got the miniature Disney castle. So we're gonna be giving that away. That's gonna be fun. And then I know Graveyard wants this one, but he's not gonna be on the show tomorrow. So I've got the arcade machine.
Oh,
Son of a bitch.
And not just that. What's cool about this? Look what it opens up. And it's got like a whole scene of a kid in an arcade.
You know, there really needs to be the Tron arcade cabinet with Jeff Bridges inside.
That would be so cool. Oh my God, Disney. Sorry, Lego. This needs to happen. You need to make an arcade cabinet that has Jeff Bridges inside of it. That is fucking genius. Those are the kits we're going to be giving away tomorrow, guys, and so much more. Join us tomorrow at 6:30. Yes, it's 6:30, right? 6:30 or 6 o'clock? 6:30. Join us tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. We will be giving away a bunch of Lego. We're going to have a whole bunch of fun. And this is just a thank you for helping us hit that goal, hit 500 subscribers, guys. It means a lot to us. And because you helped us get there, we're going to give back to you guys. And that's what we're going to do here. So I got a bunch of Lego kits that I'm giving away for all of you. All you have to do is show up in the stream. Of course, we've got a bunch of posts that are up. If you tag friends in the post, for every tag you tag, every person you tag, that is another chance for you to win. So one, show up in the stream, you get a chance to win. That's it. You know, basically I'm going to ask, hey, who wants to try and win this prize? Put your name in the chat and I will put you on the list. But if you have multiples, right? So I'll give you an example right now. DeLong Fam cosplay. The DeLong family has somewhere around like 60 hits.
Oh, wow.
Right? So their piece of the pie is going to be massive. But they also understand, because they've done these streams in the past, when we've done these kind of things in the past, doesn't necessarily mean they're going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Because RNG is a bitch. So with that being said, guys, we're going to have fun. We're gonna basically do Lego Lotto tomorrow and have a good time doing it. So tune in on YouTube here, guys, at Distance Nerding. If you're not already subscribing, if you're watching this later or something like that, tune in at 6 o'clock PST, PDT. I don't know, whatever it is. Outside of that, have something you want to discuss. Tell us what you're nerding out on, and connect with us on all the social media places: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I guess we're still on Twitter. It's there. Twitch, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, Discord, Blue Sky, MySpace, Vine, GeoCities, Friendster, Second Life, AIM, Farmers Only, Christian Mingle, OnlyFans. It's only pictures of Aaron Watson's feet and Mandels, the beard. Jamez's glasses, just judging you because you haven't subscribed to Distance Nerding yet. Of course, everything she will do for money, and there's not much that he won't do for money. So there we go. Of course, if you would like us to break up with your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, pet, schoolyard bully, annoying neighbor, or just tell us how much you enjoy us, hate us, or wish the internet would consume us completely and spit us out at the feet of Ares because he's in our world now. It's the thing. then you can send us an email at distancenerding@aol.com. Yes, that's a real email address. Distancenerding@aol.com, and we will read it live on air. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it from us. Let me take myself off the screen. Oh! It's a close-up of the beard. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it from us. We thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. And as always, thanks and keep nerding together. I still have not fixed the video, so I'm still not playing that. We're going to do
and Bruce.
That's right, Bruce.
Go to bed.
Go to bed, buddy. What time is it? What time is it? It's 8:17. Yeah, go to bed, buddy. It's night time.
Mm-hmm.
Time to go to bed. Sleepy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it from us. Thanks, and keep nerding together one more time. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.